things I wish someone had said to me before, I wish I'd known. One is that it was okay to be frightened. 2 was that drugs are the enemy of art. And 3, pay your taxes, moron. Those are 3 things that I would have benefited from. And the other thing was just realizing that I could do stuff even while my head was attacking me and telling me and inventing me as somebody who couldn't. That was a big thing.
Yeah.
I just remember you saying something that I took with me for a long time and have taken into like doing plays since that point. Was you talked a lot about, or at least on occasion about, that sort of invisible line between being off stage and being on stage. And I really remember that trying to make that line disappear, basically, so that you walk on the stage and it's not like, and now I am presenting something. It's like you just walk on the stage and you just sort of carry the same energy, the same thought into performance, which I think is...
Brilliant.
Yeah, I was thinking about that when I was doing The Seagull here with Judi Dench and lots of other great actors. And I was very, very nervous. And I remember I would sort of be on my best behaviour. I'd walk on stage and be on my best behaviour. I'd sort of stand up straight. You know, like, why are you standing up straight? Did everybody stand up straight in 1893? You know, and I'd speak slightly differently, and you know, and I'd go, why are you talking funny? You know, and it's like when people do Shakespeare, they're all standing rather well, you know, or something, and they've got great hair and they're doing whatever you know, and that kind of thing. And I used to be scratching my head in the wings, and I'd think, and then I'd stop scratching my head, and I'd go, right, okay, you know, and then I'd think, why are you stopping scratching your head? Scratch your head. So I'd walk on scratching my head, which wasn't particularly radical, but it got me through. It got me from there to there. You know. Well, you have to be self-conscious because otherwise you can't go to work. So you know, it's like a woman came up to me in the street a while back and said, "I saw you in a play and I really liked it." And I said, "Thanks very much." She said, "I'm trying to be an actress." I said, "How's that going?" She said, "Well, my drama teacher's a little angry with me currently." And I was like, "Really?" You know. And I said, "Why?" She said, "Well, you know, because of the feelings." I said, "The feelings?" She said, "Yeah, you know the feelings." I was like, what feelings would they be? She said, "Well, you know, he thinks that I'm not feeling stuff." I said, "Well, you saw me in a play." She said, "Yeah." I said, you enjoyed it?" She said, "I thought it was great." I said, "Well, I can sort of almost guarantee, I don't know when you saw it, but I can guarantee I'm not feeling anything. I'm at work. You know what I mean? I've got quite a lot on my plate. I've got 2 and a bit hours. I've got to, you know, make love to a woman, eat chili con carne, smoke cigarettes, hit the doorknob when on that lighting change, otherwise we're buggered, you know, do all these things. I mean, it might be occasionally that I might get, you know, something might be triggered, but I'm busy, you know what I mean?
You also said that thing, I remember saying less is more, and you went, no.
More is more.
More is more. And I remember that because I remember you. And another one is get your hands over your head as quickly as possible when you walk on set. Get them up.
Yeah.
Get them up.
Yeah. Well, I used to be so... I only did anything because I spent years standing on stage, having conversations with myself, saying, move your hand, put it in your pocket. I can't move my hand. Move over there. I can't go over there. Just walk there. I can't walk. I'd be like that. I was completely paralyzed. And then I worked out, and I worked out in a rehearsal thing. If you did something, anything, if you did that or that, quick, just something, anything that was better than standing there like that, then you would feel less. You'd feel terrible for less time.
Any other myths that you want to bust, Bill?
Myths. Well, we've done feeling it. The myth of if you don't have a full grasp of your lines, you will be, therefore, better placed to deliver them with spontaneity. Give me a break.
Yeah.
Whoever snuck that into the language is just another rationalization for not doing any work.
Yeah.
And if you don't do your lines, then when does the work... you know, like if an actor comes on and says, "Can I get some sides, please?" You know you're in trouble, because sides meaning little bits of the script that they get for that day's scenes. And you think, well, when did the work take place then? When is it going to happen now? You're going to be doing it now?